I'm Teresa, and this is my persuasive speech. Take a moment to read the message on this card. I would ask that you keep that information in the back of your mind as you listen today. I'll refer back to the message a little later. Let me begin by asking, were you unsure about the message? Did you try to make sense of the familiar letters? Or was the message unclear or illegible? What you may be feeling right now is how an estimated 44 million Americans feel when they struggle or simply cannot read everyday text. Of course, what I've shown you is written in Italian, a language few of us are familiar with. I use the foreign language to demonstrate the level of frustration someone who cannot read may experience. We take our ability to read for granted. It is something we learned many years ago and has only improved with time. Perhaps our parents were well educated and wanted the same for us. Maybe they were not formally educated and wanted better for us. Either way, you can pick up a book or magazine today and begin to read with no problem. Studies show that literacy is learned. Illiteracy is passed on by parents who cannot read or write. After working in elementary education and doing research for this speech, I have recognized the need for volunteering within our community to help those who want to learn to read. According to the Florida Department of Education, from kindergarten through third grade, students are learning how to read. Learning to read is the most critical skill a child learns in the early years of school, and it can truly affect their life's trajectory. The fact is, students who can't read in the third grade typically don't catch up in later grades. Instead, they fall further behind. Children who have not mastered basic reading skills by third grade are 4 times more likely to drop out of high school than those children who are reading on grade level. However, if you can teach a third grade student to read proficiently, they will graduate from high school 96% of the time. According to the website begintoread.com, 2/3 of students who cannot read proficiently by the end of the 4th grade will end up in jail or on welfare. Likewise, the statistics for adults show that illiteracy and crime are closely related, and over 70% of all prison inmates are functionally illiterate. Illiterate adults are limited in opportunities as they're unable to fill out job applications. They are limited in travel because they cannot read road signs. Even to make a purchase from the grocery store for food or everyday necessities becomes complicated, as they must rely on the picture on the container to tell them what's inside. Imagine going to the doctor and being diagnosed with a form of pneumonia. The doctor sends you home with 3 prescriptions: a tablet for coughing, an antibiotic, and a steroid to dry the fluid in your lungs. You can remember that one of the pills is once a day and one maybe every 6 hours, and then the other taken in titrated doses, 5 on the first day, 4 on the second day, 3, 2, 1. But which is which? If you cannot read, isn't it possible that you can cause serious damage to your internal organs or even overdose yourself? And what if that same scenario was for a sick child? Wouldn't you be very nervous about giving medication? An overdose could mean the difference between life and death. Teaching a child or an adult to read will improve their quality of life. These people are less likely to depend on the government or resort to criminal activities to provide for themselves and their families. They are more likely to seek better employment and have a feeling of self-worth that is passed on to their children. Being able to read will increase one's confidence in many areas of their life. There will be an increase in job opportunities. They can begin to participate in events that require reading of instructions, and their social life can improve due to their new level of confidence. Wouldn't you like to be a part of that? There are several places you can volunteer to help someone who struggles with basic reading skills. You can start within your own family. You may have noticed an adult that has difficulty when preparing a meal and following a recipe or writing a grocery list. You can start by asking, "Can I help you with that?" Then use that opportunity to ask if you can help them further. You can visit a local elementary, middle, or high school to see if you can tutor a student in the area of reading. Even a book club that meets for an hour a week can make a worthy difference. Your church is a great place to start a book club as well. If you prefer to spend time with older adults and students, perhaps you can encourage someone else to start a book club for younger students. I would like to encourage you to volunteer in our community to help those who struggle or cannot read. You can help change the statistics right here in our local community. You can begin by volunteering in programs like Reading is Fundamental and Read Lakeland, both located in Lakeland. Northeast Literacy Council and the East Area Adult School are located in Auburndale. I have a handout available that will assist you in contacting these organizations for further information. I'll conclude today by referring back to the message I was showing you at the beginning of the speech. This statement is something that will be pleasing to your ears and give you inner joy that is when it's coming from a person that you've helped. And it says, "Thank you for making a difference in my life." Thank you.